everybody. It's another Wednesday. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you guys. We are back with another, as I promised from last video, a reaction to the Songwriters Roundtable Talk. And I'm excited to see it, because artists, they're not boring. They're so exciting. They're, all their personalities are unique and they're entertaining, and it's just so much to them. So I know it may be a boring moment to you guys, but I love to watch artists talk and to really go in depth in their art and to just talk to us about the process, because you barely get to hear it. You get a little interviews here and there and whatever, but this is more of I think this is definitely more personal, and I love it. I don't know if you guys noticed anything different about the setting, but the closet, it's closed. I don't know, is it just me, or does it just make the whole thing look different? I never closed my closet, and I did today. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, let's hop into the video because it's freaking long. I'm excited. Alright, let's start.
Welcome to Off Script with the Hollywood Reporter. I'm Yvonne Orgi, and we are here at the Georgian.
Her last name Orgi?
Hey, question for you. Have you ever just gotten a song stuck in your head? I mean, this
song
all
the
makes
time.
you want to do a bop, makes you want to groove, it makes you feel so happy, Or maybe it's a song that just really hits you, and then you're there on the airplane in seat 32B, it's an app, and you just
very
think about
specific.
your ex, and you're like, oh my god, maybe I should call him. But girl, you should definitely not call him.
Girl,
Stand up! Stop! Today you are going to meet 6 amazingly talented songwriters.
Yes,
whose
if you don't
music
know them,
and
why don't
lyrics
you know
help
them?
us feel all of the feels this year while watching some of our favorite movies. So sit back, relax, and get your groove on with John Baptiste, American Symphony.
oh my god, but say his name.
Billie Eilish, Barbie.
Billy!
Cynthia Erivo, Drift. Dua Lipa, Barbie. Julia Michaels, Wish. And Olivia Rodrigo, The Hunger Games, The Ballad
Period.
of Songbirds and Snakes.
Longest title.
They are on the record, but
Why is Billy
just a
wearing
bit
that
off
hat,
script.
dog?
The Hollywood Reporter.
And her pants are plaid. She really don't
Take
give
it away,
a
Miss
hoot.
Fish.
I love that about her.
Thanks, Yvonne. I'm Esson Fakadu, and this is Off
Was she
Script
really
with the
over there,
Hollywood
or did
Reporter,
he just act like he was
Songwriters
talking?
Roundtable. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Thank you. I'm so excited that you all could be here. Such talented group of people. I know some of you know each other. Some are probably just meeting today, maybe. Yeah. Perfect.
I'm feeling an awkward energy with him, but it's not bad.
As songwriters, do you remember the first song or lyric you wrote? I don't know how old you were, but want to hear some of that
love to hear
backstory.
this.
How about you, Cynthia?
Yeah, I was 16 and I wrote a song called Maybe. I think it was given to like a South African girl group or something.
I mean, I guess the first song that I wrote like on piano proper, I was probably 14 or 15, and I wrote this feminist anthem called Superman, about how I didn't need Superman to come and save me.
That's
Right. Young, so.
On the right track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, when I think about mine, it was completely different. I was always like making up songs when I was really little, and when I was about 4.
Me too. That's about to say. I thought it would have been younger.
And so I
Doesn't have to be
sang it in
anything
Albanian,
professional.
a song that I'd made for my mum, and I'd walk around the house and I'd be like, when I grow up, can I borrow your shoes? And when I grow up, can I wear your
That
dress?
is so
and when I grow up,
cute.
can I be just like you? And it actually just like stuck around. It's kind of the one thing that like at home we just always remind ourselves of.
I would write little jingles all the
Love
time,
that.
just dumb stuff when I was little.
How about you, John?
Oh, well, I was doing
Uh-oh.
a lot of music instrumentally for many years. And I started writing lyrics for a Shakespeare play that
When he
wanted
talks, everything
songs
slows down.
in the play. I was probably about
Shakespeare.
21.
Oh.
And I started writing it. I was like, man, characters and worlds and the expression of all these interconnected relationships and how I can make all these sounds come together.
I don't know, John. You had a
That
late
was the end
start.
of it.
20 blind crazy. What's so funny about it?
I'm trying to think. I think that, like, what comes to mind is probably when I was, like, 8 or something, and it was, like, It was like, I'm going down, down, down into the black hole. Sweeping
She doesn't change that.
Were you going through something at the time as an 8-year-old?
Listen, I was writing stories.
It's just her. Me too, crazy. I love songs that are just stories, man. They don't have to be real.
7-ish. Or, no. Now that I think about it, I think I was 6. And it was me and my friend, we were playing the ukulele, and it was a song about ukuleles.
I still want a ukulele. I had it on my... when Wish was around, I had it on my wish list forever. Still
like when I was
haven't get
6 as
one.
well.
Yeah, just
All the
bad
time.
little
Yeah,
songs.
really, really bad. But the first thing I ever got was this theme song for a Disney Channel show when I was 17.
Wow, a theme song.
Austin and
I would
Ally.
love to write a theme song.
That was my first whatever.
She been in the business.
Oh my gosh.
She must have
I wanted
family
to
that's
ask,
just connected in the
what's
industry.
the
'cause
first album you remember buying or downloading? I think for some of us, for me, it was cassettes and
Mine was a
CDs,
gospel
and I'm older.
album.
For some of you, I imagine it's iTunes
I
or
didn't buy it,
Spotify. But do you remember what was that first album that you bought?
Never Say Never, Brandy.
Oof,
I was
classic.
obsessed with it. Obsessed, and I would play it over and over. I remember
I love some Moesha.
I was 12 or something. Because I just was obsessed with her voice. I never heard anyone like that, and something about the sounds that she was making connected with me really, really deeply. And I think I bought more than one of those.
I still don't think I
CDs.
bought my first album with
And
my
it's
own
crazy
money.
now, so many years later, Burner Boys
I know,
samples
I've
it on
saved
songs
albums,
as
like you said, on
well.
Spotify.
Yeah. Don't think I'm not playing that over and over again. I am. It's like a nice little throwback to something that was really
I feel like it was Molly was the first album I loved.
I think I just wrote that she was my favorite singer, and I think I must have thanked her for writing that album or something. I don't know, I just really connected with it. And something about the way she used harmony in her songs was new to me. So it felt like, I like that. I like what she's doing with her voice. I want to learn to do that with my voice.
If I was born in that time,
It was
I'd
super
probably be
special.
very inspired by Brandy too.
Love you, Olivia.
I remember getting my first phone. It's probably
I was inspired by
13.
Mary Mary.
First thing I did was download
This is all
Lord
gospel
Pure
music, right?
Heroin. I love that record.
That
so
was my
much.
foundation.
I remember listening to
This
it
is
as
about
I
them.
First started writing songs and just being blown away by her lyrics that are just about being a teenager living in the suburbs. And I just remember never hearing my life be put into a song like that, where it just made being young and doing these seemingly unimportant things feel so sacred and beautiful. And that album's one of my favorites, and she still inspires me a lot to this day.
Yeah,
when
we can
Royce came
tell.
out, the radio did not have that sound on it, and I think she
Yeah.
definitely opened doors to not follow trends and set her own trends.
Completely, yeah. I remember hearing that song on the radio for the first time. It was one of those pinch me moments where you always remember, snapshot memory, oh my God, what is this? Changes the trajectory of your life.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my first one.
Now, while you guys were speaking, I was thinking it was either between Alicia Keys' Songs in A minor, which I just
Oh my God.
absolutely love that record, but it also Woe Nelly by Nelly Furtado was also a really big one for me. And I feel I
I wish I could just hear the first song I love today for the first time ever
something about
again.
Alicia's voice and kind of
I'll never
just
get that moment back.
the pain and the love and the feeling and everything that she carried with it was so, I don't know, felt really meaningful. I felt like I was going through a breakup having never had a boyfriend.
Dang, Alicia Keys, man.
And then Nelly Furtado as well, I loved how she mixed her Spanish roots as well with all the music that she made. I loved that.
There's something really cool about the combination of those two singers, because they both have that sort of that ability to express pain in their voices. So
Yeah, Alicia Keys does. She makes me feel things I've never felt. It's crazy how music does that. It makes you feel things you've never experienced. It makes you experience it. Music is so powerful. I love it. Love it. Billy does that for me. I'm starting to feel like my head underwater.
Exactly what they were talking about, and they were just so open with their experiences, and that's why I think people connected. So
And all around like 21 years old. So it's amazing. John, what about you? Do you remember the first
Well,
There we
CD
go.
or cassette you bought?
I bought
Or
CDs
cassette.
at Blockbuster Video
He old.
from the used CD bin. I was playing gigs from a young age, so I had some money. I remember I first bought 4 records. Can't remember what the 4th record was, but it was a cracked copy of Michael Jackson's Dangerous and Erykah Badu's Mama's Gun.
Okay.
I love.
And the oh
Rich
my gosh,
music.
that record.
So good.
It's like what you reminded me of with Nelly, and even just the sound of her voice for sure, but the artistic purpose. Every great artist, like all y'all have such clear, just acutely aware, profound artistic purposes. Every great artist has a great artistic purpose. I'm still trying to figure mine out.
You
But
got
I remember
purpose?
when I heard those records, that's what I heard in every one of them. Oh yeah, Bjork, Vespertine.
I've heard of Bjork.
That
I need
was the
to
4th
check
one.
her out
And,
because I didn't even know
Voodoo D'Angelo.
who she was. I wonder if
that
Bjork
we all
is like
try
a
to dip
stage
into.
name or her real name.
I like
Because when
that
I
a
heard
lot.
it, I'm
That
like,
album is
shocking.
crazy.
So in that, when I was checking the liner notes, liner notes. I remember liner notes.
Yeah.
So you read the thing. Oh my gosh, D'Angelo wrote this incredible, just a mission statement in there.
His mic must be like
And then
in
I
his
looked
mouth
at it,
or
I was like,
something.
oh wow, there's a lot of similarities. Mama's
wow.
Gun and Voodoo were recorded in the year 2000 in Electric Lady Studios. And a lot of crossover in terms of the personnel. And then I was like, that's why I gotta get to New York.
Yeah.
I gotta get to New York City. But yeah, that record, Spanish joint is
Spanish
on
joint,
there.
Spanish.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You
We need a
recorded some of your
song
album?
called
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
Need to Get to
love
New
my
York.
new album at Electric Lady.
I would
It's
love
my favorite place ever. Such good history.
And
Yeah.
was it your first time recording there?
Yeah, It was so much fun. I used to like roll my eyes at people when they were like, I love to go to New York. It's like so inspiring. I'm like, sure, like whatever. How inspiring can it be? But getting there, yeah, the vibes are just incredible. And it's very Hallowed Halls, that studio, you know. So much to pull from.
Oh my goodness, you in the right place.
Oh, that's the best.
I wonder how that is for artists to record in different settings, or is it just one setting that gets them in them?
Blue MP3 player that was like this big.
I remember I had a red
remember I had
MP3 player.
Yeah, girl. I Kissed a Girl in there. And I was like,
I kissed it. Who wrote that?
noting
What's it?
noting how I feel about this. But I also, the first song I remember like trying to go buy and then download was Sail by AWOL Nation. But
yes.
I didn't know who it was by. I didn't know what song.
I think the first song I ever wanted to download was a remix of a song, and I was so mad because I couldn't find it anywhere.
And so I had only one song for a long time, and it was Sail by some guy.
I used to download songs like illegally, like from a file from a website, and then I would download it. I had an Android at the time, and I would like download it from a website, and it would go into my files, and that's how I listened to my songs for a long time before I actually had Spotify and I had a job where I can pay for that.
American Idiot?
Yeah,
Just
American
talking
Idiot.
over everybody.
It like really, I don't know.
It's
it really
crazy
inspired
because I don't
me
even know what they're
in
talking
terms
about.
of, like, different
I've overtalked them
sounding
too much.
stuff. I don't know. I also like The Walking Dead, and there's a character called. Who's the guy? Do you guys watch that?
Yes.
Show? You know when in the first season the guy that gets locked on the roof.
Oh,
Merle.
yeah, Merle.
I always pictured him screaming.
Merle. I actually loved Merle.
Sail in the song. I was like picturing him screaming.
It's crazy. Merle, he didn't have a good start to the show, but he ended it really showing his heart, and
That's also the
I love him.
thing is like,
how do you picture Merle singing? That is so funny. I can't even imagine it.
I mean, the first album I ever was given for Christmas was Train.
Oh, I would love
I
to
know,
be gifted
yeah.
an album
With,
as a
Nick
gift.
Virginia on it.
Ooh, I'd marry whoever.
And then also
me an
as I got
album,
older
man,
and
as a
ASD, Jagged Little Pill was
Imagine being homeschooled, losers.
isolated and you're kind of angsty. She was the one.
I feel like I wouldn't know how to talk to people.
you obviously all have amazing film songs that have been out this year, and writing them and putting them together. I want to definitely talk to you all about them.
I already watched this part, guys, so I am going to skip it. If you want to see me reacting to this part of the video,
I read that somewhere and I was like, wait,
it's right there.
what?
This is a super heavy file. And to all my new 137 subscribers who may not know, I edit these videos all by myself from on my phone, which means fat files like this have to be multiplied. So I will see you all in part 2 of this reaction.